Welcome back to Building Dad Bod 2.0. A little tricep pressing session today. Been watching a lot of Get Right Fitness lately, and Lucky's always doing some form of plyometrics. Got push-ups on my brain after watching his channel, so decided to start warming up with some close grip push-ups. Doing them into a bit of a deficit with the push-up handles, so good way to get my triceps warmed up and then into a deep stretch in my shoulders at the same time. Get the shoulders warmed up. The old man joints a little creaky, so everything moving nicely. I use the push-up handles. If you're like me, you don't have the best wrist mobility, these push-up handles are awesome. They're not very expensive. Also use a set of Hex dumbbells, set them down on the floor. Next up, threw on the 55-pound weighted vest, using the handle still. The vest, it's got the kind of like the iron bricks in it. Decided to put my feet up on a block so I get a little bit more stretch at the bottom. Again, trying to be explosive, obviously not as explosive with the 55-pound vest on as I was with just body weight, but the intent is there, so doing a little pause at the bottom and then trying to just explode up as hard as I can. So I'm going to keep these in the routine now. Felt really good. I think felt warm, got a little tricep pump, and then ready to go for the next superset, which is going to be the tricep rollbacks into close grip bench press. So dropping the weight back down to 60 on rollbacks. So did 70 the last couple weeks. 60 was a struggle like about a month ago. Today managed to get my best set was 11 on these, I believe. And I think every set I was 10 or 11 on these with the 60s. So they were moving nice. Felt good. On the triceps, they bugged my shoulder a little bit. Next week we might go to JM press for a few weeks. But superset today was high reps with the rollbacks. Then into 95 pounds close grip floor press. As many reps as possible. Then drop the 95s and go right into 60s to burn out the triceps. So 3 rounds total, a couple minutes rest in between each round. Sped up in between the exercises here when I had to shuffle into place, but trying to be as quick as I can, transitioning from one exercise to the next just to get a really good pump in the triceps. So this was my last superset. Only managed to squeeze out 3 reps with the 95s there. Best set I managed to get, my first set I managed to get 5 with the 95s, but obviously the fatigue is set in at this point. So now done with the 95s, onto the 60s. First few reps on the 60s moved really nice and easy. Try to do like 3 reps, little pause, and then a few more reps, little pause. I had a just ton of blood and lactic acid going into the triceps here, so doing the little rest pause at the top so I can get a few more reps out of it. But I really like this superset going from the rollbacks into the close grip press. Just lights up the triceps really, really well. I think it's going to have good carryover to pressing. Last week, as I've been upping it, my triceps have been a little fatigued on bench press day, but that's okay. We gotta adapt the body to it. And then last week I started doing these like a skull crusher with the cables behind me with the long bar. So using both cable stacks on here and just varying the reps, so going some over my head and then some more kind of JM press style down to my chin. But finding these to be a really good stimulus on the triceps. And with the bar the way it is, even though I'm doing both hands at the same time with the independent cable towers, I still both triceps got to work hard. I can't sort of like compensate for my left with my right on these guys. I don't know what was going on with me. I think my traps are tight. My collarbone on the left side, it was hurting right in my collarbone, kind of in that sort of joint where the collarbone and shoulder meet. So usually when that happens, it means I got to work on doing some light rear delt work, a lot of banded pull aparts, banded face pulls, get the traps to shut off a bit, and get everything else in my upper back working. Get to work on that. Finished off with some tricep cable press downs and some banded hammer curls for this injured left forearm, trying to get it feeling a little better. That's it for the workout. Have a great night.